hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm gonna try to enunciate because I am in my basement and the camera's kind of far away. But I got a quick video for you today. I wanna show you this leg extension / leg curl machine that I have. I've turned it into a preacher curl machine and it's become one of my absolute favorite things in the gym. I have another video breaking down this machine in its entirety. There are 15 different exercises I came up with for this machine. That's obviously not just leg extensions. So you can check that out on my channel. I am in the corner of my basement, as you can probably tell, and space is limited when you have a home gym. So if I can get creative and turn a machine into something different, I'm gonna try to do that. Now, this machine I love. This is a Valor Fitness machine. Anything I talk about in this video, I'll link to in the description so you can see. This is a machine from Valor. It is home equipment, so it's lower quality than something you'd find commercially. So you have to kind of adjust your expectations a little bit. This is kind of a small machine. If you're a bigger person, it might not be great for you. And I had an epiphany that this leg attachment here, I barely use. I usually have that separate because it just kind of gets in my way. If I'm doing leg extensions, I don't need this pad here. If you do leg curls, you need it, but I don't do those too often on this. But this size here, I saw that Valor sells a bench that it's got basically a spot that looks just like this that you can slide in a leg pad. They have something for leg extensions, and then they have a preacher curl pad that I couldn't figure out. I did a whole bunch of research trying to find if it's the same exact size. I couldn't figure it out, so against my better judgment, I just pulled the trigger and bought it to see if it would fit, and lo and behold, the attachments for the bench fit perfectly into here. It seems like this is a very universal size, so if you see any benches that have the pads that slide into it, it seems pretty universal. Ta-da! So here is the preacher curl pad that they sell for their bench. That slides perfectly into here. And we're on our way to turn this into a preacher curl. As you can see, it goes all the way through, so you can put it either way if you want. I'm obviously gonna put it this way. And the other thing that I wasn't sure about was if this would fit with this wheel here, if it would get in the way, but we have a good amount of clearance here, so we're good. You can, if you have a dumbbell, do preacher curls on here, which is great, but my problem is that I've been doing at-home preacher curls over the end of a bench. I've been using dumbbells or cables. I just don't like it. When I used to work out in the gym, I loved the preacher curl machine, and I really wanted to replicate that. So I saw that Valor sells a preacher curl machine that basically looks like this, just configured a little bit differently. So I figured we can probably use this to curl. Now obviously you're not gonna grab it like that. So here you go, here's where the magic happens. We unscrew this. This is how easy it is to transform this. I'm gonna slide the leg pad off. I'm gonna put that over to the side here. And then this bar here is a 1-inch standard bar. So in the gym, the bars you see are Olympic bars, they're 2 inches. There's also standard bars that are 1 inch. And that's what this is. So the weights that you see on the machine here are 1-inch standard plates. So this peg that the pad goes on is exactly that same size. So this is an Olympic sleeve adapter. So if you have a 1-inch bar or a machine that takes 1-inch plates, you can buy one of these adapters that slides over it so the 2-inch Olympic plates go right over it. I have a machine that these came with. You can hop on Amazon and get these for so cheap. You could probably get it for 10 bucks, whatever it is. I put just some electrical tape in the center just to thicken it. And then this piece here is for a landmine attachment. So you just put this over a bar and you attach a handle to it. So when you have your landmine set up, you can do rows and hook it right on. So all I did, I added some tape to put that in the middle so now it won't slide. This landmine piece came with a chain, and then all I did was hook up a handle on the end. So here we go. So we're gonna slide this right onto the bar. And now you have a handle to do preacher curls. Now the one thing I do, so if you get an adapter sleeve that's long, you might not have this issue, but this is shorter than the bar. So all I do is I take these clips that I think came with the machine that just go right on to stop the sleeve. So you can basically center it exactly where you need it and throw the clips on. There we go. This is a bit of a tight fit, so if you are a bigger person, this might not be the most comfortable, but you just gotta slide your leg in here and then grab this handle. Now with these machines, so this starting point is actually really good. This is exactly where I want, but with these machines, and if you look at my other video on the leg extension machine, you'll see more what I'm talking about, but you wanna start the weight past the starting position that you need, because if I start here, the first like inch or two, the range of motion has no resistance. So I'm just gonna adjust this to go further than what I need down here. And I have light weight on there. You can obviously play with the weight that you need. And you curl, and you should be able to get a full range of motion here. This has become my absolute favorite thing to do here. And you can obviously play with the heights, figure out what works for you. But it's so smooth, and then you can obviously also attach different handles to it. You can do a single handle, you can do a rope. If you have an easy curl bar, you can do that. I just use this straight bar because frankly I don't use it for anything else, and I can just keep this hooked up and it is no issue. I don't need it for anything else. I was hoping you can do tricep push downs. There's also a machine in the gym where you can do push downs, but you can't do it with this because this wheel kind of gets in the way. You can't get over this. I've tried, trust me, I tried putting this at the highest setting to see if you would be able to do it, and no dice. I wouldn't do this standing because you won't be able to counterbalance your weight. So when the weight swings forward, if you're leaning and standing, this machine's gonna tip. So you wanna be sitting to counterbalance the weight. Now you can obviously buy a preacher curl machine, but to me, this works really, really well, and cost-wise, I mean, I already have this machine. The only cost would be the Olympic sleeve adapter and this landmine attachment, which again, I will link to in the description, but it might cost you 20 bucks to make a preacher curl machine, plus the preacher pad. I don't remember what it was at the time that I bought it. It might have been 80. Don't quote me on that, I'll have to check. But then all in all the pieces, it's 100 bucks versus buying another machine that's 300, 400. In a home gym, space is limited, so if you can make your machine double as another one, that's a win in my book. If you have questions, let me know, and as I come up with some more home gym hacks, I will definitely add them here to the channel, just because a home gym's never done. I'm learning that the hard way as I keep adding stuff, so when I come up with new gym hacks and stuff, I will certainly share them.